going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work.
Supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com. At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, will help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Summertown Smackdown, second game of the day and our final of the day here from Summertown Elementary School, featuring a pair of rivals that will be meeting up here in a few weeks on opening night. The Lady Cats of Lawrence County taking on the defending Class A state champions, Lady Mustangs of Loretto. AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, joined by Malin Fisher. Our producer is Hayden Burks, and part-time bodyguard, just trying to protect us from all the stray volleyballs. We're on the court here. Small venue here at Summertown Elementary, but hey, the AC works, so we're happy.
Yeah, no complaints there.
And it's the pink out. Lawrence County will be in the lighter shade pink, and the Lady Mustangs will be in the more highlighter shade pink. I bet is the best way to put it. But these two will meet up here today. They'll face twice in the regular. Mallory Corbin, Anna K. Cheatham, and Kendra Tidwell. Anna K. Cheatham and Kendra Tidwell. Looks like Lawrence County will have it to start off. Reagan Brazier will come in for Bruce here. So Dixon Schultz, Brazier. Brazier, Garland, Daniel, and Cox. Corbin, Bennett, Potts, Winters, Cheatham, and Tidwell. Love it when I don't have to look at a roster and call a game at the same time. Mount Pleasant was a little rocky. You know, we're in the preseason as well. Schultz bat to serve it up. Schultz bat to serve it up. That one goes long, and the first point will go to Loretto.
That's actually a pretty good serve. Just got a little bit wide there.
And checking in for Loretto will be Taylor Laws. Didn't play much in the Mount Pleasant game, but we'll get
in a back and forth match up here this evening.
Good preview of where these teams are right now. As that serve dug out by Winters. Potts now over to Cheatham, and can't get over the net. Lawrence County up 2-1.
A little more animated game.
Yeah.
We're just 3 points into the game so far.
Yeah. It's right. It's a rivalry, no matter if you're
whether it counts or not, right?
That's right. Next serve here from Garland, dug out by Winters. Potts setting up Cheatham.
But I've noticed Lawrence County both times AJ's been in a spot to try to block that.
Yeah. Both these teams, even though Loretto's got a lot of seniors, both these teams relatively young. As Winters digs out the serve, Potts, Tidwell punches it over, Schultz digs it out, Brazier now over to Dixon, and she can't get that one over the net, and it's 3-2.
Dixon's very athletic.
Garland will check out. Checking in will be Naomi Tibbs here for Lawrence County. Serve here from Corbin. Dug out by Tibbs. Schultz setting up Dixon. That one is in. The Lady Cats up 4-2. Leah Dixon is a freshman, over 430 kills a year ago.
I watched her play at Kaufman 2 years ago. She was definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Maya Bruce in the game for Lawrence County. And Brazier serve a bit wide, and that will make it 4-3.
It's 2 serving errors so far on Lawrence County.
Oh. As Avery Cheatham and Tate Newton checks in. Tidwell and Potts will check out, and Newton, who was red hot in the JV game against Mount Pleasant, gets a chance to serve it up here. Gets over the net and in, an ace, and we're tied up at 4.
A little miscommunication by the Lady Cats.
One thing Leah struggled with a year ago was when she was on the back line there trying to handle some of these serves. Tibbs will dig that one out. Schultz, Dixon, sent back over. Now Brazier over to Dixon again. Slams that one home, and it's a 5-4 Lady Cat lead.
It's a good swing there by Dixon. AJ.
Bella Grace Walker and Grace Archer will check in. Schultz and Liddy Cox will check out as Walker will go back to serve. Gets it over the net, dug out by Cheatham. Newton setting up Cheatham. And that one deflected and in for Cheatham. Gets the kill to make it 5-all. Bennett checks back in. Rawls will check back out, and Cheatham back to serve. A rocket dug out by Brazier. Walker over to Bruce, who gets it over. Newton to Bennett, tipped, saved by Brazier, and just out of the reach of Dixon. Another kill there for the Lady Mustangs.
Nice dig by Brazier. Just got in no man's land over there. AJ couldn't get it back up.
Lady Mustangs retake the lead, 6-5. Back to serve again is Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier, now sent back over to Loretto. Winners, Newton. Here to Sanderson, dug out. Archer setting up Bryce, can't get it over the net. And that will make it 7-5, Loretto.
Joanna Cates got a pretty good serve.
3-0 run here for the Lady Mustangs. And that one is over and in, an ace for Cheatham. She's got the hot hand, and now a 4-0 run for the Lady Mustangs.
There's another of them that hit right off the top of the net, and just that ball's already going to go on a nosedive the way she's hitting it, but it just made it a little tougher.
It's like we say, sometimes it's better for it to sometimes hit that top of the net. Next serve from Cheatham. That one's in, another ace. 5-0 run here for Loretto.
That ball just died, AJ, right in front of us. I thought that thing was a couple feet out or best.
That was like a split finger fastball. Goes to the strike zone and dies. Next serve, dug out by Dixon. Walker, now back to Dixon. Gets that one down. And that will stop the Lady Mustang run. 9-6, the Loretto lead. Garland will come in for Tibbs here for Lawrence County. Back to serve. And sub here for Loretto. It's Surratt coming in.
I'm not sure what's going on here, AJ, to be honest.
I think we're just trying to get some people in place here after the subs. Serve here from Dixon. That one is on the line. Pinpoint accuracy from the sophomore makes it 9-7. Ten minutes in, and we're not even halfway through.
Cheatham come out of the game for some reason, and Kate did there. AJ, I don't know what happened.
Winters digs that one out. Newton over to Bennett, tips it over. And Lawrence County in the net, and a point for Loretto.
Somebody was in the net. I don't know.
Yeah.
24 maybe.
I don't see Anna Kate. She might have. I saw her mom.
I think
take
she come
off.
back.
Yeah, there she is. Okay.
Yeah, I think she come back to the side.
Yeah.
AJ, I don't know that she checked back into the to the match yet.
Winner serve in the net. That'll make it 10-8. Doesn't appear to be injury related.
Yeah.
I think it might have been just a break. Bryce back to serve for the Lady Cats. Dug out by Winters. Newton setting up Avery Cheatham. Dug out by Walker. Dixon here to Archer. Tipped. Corbin sends it in. 11-8, Loretto leads.
It's a good tip there by Corbin. Both teams playing pretty aggressive at the net.
Mallory does such a good job there in the middle. Reads that play normally pretty well. She knows that the defense is off balance.
Well, you know, she's played there the last few years, AJ, and that really helps out when
Tidwell and Potts back in for Loretto. Daniel back in for the Lady Cats. Serve here from Potts, dug out by Dixon. And that'd be another ace to make it a 12-8.
That was, you know, it's not that Lawrence County's not really getting to those. AJ just having some trouble getting it.
That's what they call the first hit, right?
Yeah.
First touch. That's
getting a good pass right off the front.
Potts serves, and that one will go wide. A break for the Lady Cats to make it 12-9. And that pass is very key. Just find a way to get it to your setter.
Yeah, that's kind of gets everything going. If that first one gets off, it's kind of hard to, especially if your setter has to come to that second, what I call second stage.
J.C. Schultz in back to serve for the Lady Cats, dug out by Winters. Like Ricky Bobby, didn't know what to do with her hands there.
Yeah. That was a tweener, they always say. It was a tweener.
Laws in, Bennett out for Loretto. Laws back to serve. That's dug out by Brazier. Schultz to Daniel, and Daniel tips it over and in. And another 2-point lead at 13-11. Nick Quillen's sister with her brand new baby girl there on the front row.
Got to teach them how they should go, AJ.
Got her in a sling, getting her used to the noise as Garland's serve is in the net. It's at 14-11 as Naomi Tibbs checking in for Garland. Next serve here from Corbin. A rocket, dug out Brazier, sent back to Loretto. Laws. Potts here to Tidwell, but long. And that will make it 14-12. Yeah. There was a bunch of noise everywhere. I got confused there for the time being. 2-point lead, and Brazier back to serve. That is dug out by Laws. Potts setting up Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon. Tipped, saved by Potts. Winters keeps him in between the lines over to Cheatham. Tipped, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon. Punches it over, dug out by Winters. And Liddy Cox, and it's a 1-point game.
That's a good block by the Lady Cats. I didn't catch the number.
Lady Cox there, one of the many newcomers we're going to see in the lineup this year. Next serve here from Brazier. Dug out by Cheatham. Potts here to Tidwell. Long, and we're tied up at 14. Like you mentioned earlier, Malin, this is a game of momentum, and we are seeing it through the first 15 minutes here between these two.
Seems like the magic number's about 5 or 6. You can stay in that, it can change pretty quickly.
Brazier's next serve, dug out by Cheatham. Sent over the Potts, over to Tidwell, punches it over. Tibbs digs it out. Schultz here to Dixon. Blocked. And sent over by, now over to Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz pushes that one over. Winters digs it out. Potts here to Cheatham. Tipped over. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier. Now over to Dixon. Slams it down. And the Lady Cats are up by 1 again, 15-14.
Very good eyes by Leah Dixon to see that open spot in the floor.
It's the height she can jump to. She's not real big, and she can jump through the gym. 15-14 the Lady Cat lead. Brazier serve, dug out by Laws. Now it's Bryce at the net. That one dug out as Cheatham gets it back between the lines. Potts over the net. Tibbs. Schultz here to Dixon. Slaps it over and long, and we're tied up at 15. All as Newton and Avery Cheatham to check in for the Lady Mustangs. I already tell the future is going to be bright for both of these clubs. Newton back to serve. That is dug out by Tibbs. Schultz setting up Bryce. That one is in, and it's a 16-15 Lady Cat lead. Bryce, a really good basketball player as well out of Etheridge. As Archer and Walker
she's a freshman.
checking.
Yeah, freshman this year. So.
Volleyball and basketball-wise, the Lady Cats set up for success in the long run.
Yeah.
You can say the same for Loretto as well. Walker serves it up. Dug out by Cheatham. Newton back to Cheatham. Dug out by Tibbs. Sent back to Loretto. Laws. Newton. Cheatham again. Avery Cheatham that time and finds a soft spot. And it's 16-all.
Good eyes there by Avery to get that.
Bennett will come in for Laws. Sometimes it's that you don't have to hit it through someone's arms every time to be effective. Cheatham back to serve. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Dixon. Slams it over. Dug out by Avery Cheatham. Newton now back to Cheatham. Gets it over. Brazier. Walker. Bryce. And that one looked like Bennett got a hand on it for the block. Falls in. 17-16 the Lady Mustang lead. Anna Kate back to serve again for the Lady Mustangs. A rocket dug out by Tibbs. Over to Walker, now to Bryce. Off the top of the net and in. Make it 17 all. Punch, counter punch between these two as Garland checks in for Tibbs. It's like a good boxing match. 18-17.
It's another one skip right off the top of the net, look like.
Next serve. That's in on the back line. Back-to-back aces. And a 2-point Lawrence County lead. As there's the ball. Found it up on the stage.
Surely we're not playing a Smackdown with just one volleyball, I wouldn't think.
Dixon's X serve in the net. And there will make it 19-18. That's why I didn't want to catch it with the pin in my hand. You know?
Here we go, those excuses again, Hayden.
Yeah.
We thought we
go to Walmart
that.
and buy another one, you know. Next serve here from Winters in the net. And it's Lawrence County on the backstretch, 2018.
Back-to-back serving errors for both teams there.
19-minute mark, and we got our first team to 20. Bryce back to serve for the Lady Cats. Wide, and it's 2019.
The third serving error in the row, AJ. 2 for Lawrence County, 1 for Loretto so far.
It's one thing you certainly see a lot in the Smackdown is the service errors. And again, you're playing in a smaller gym, so, you know.
I notice they're trying to place it, you know, right now just ain't got that perfected.
Potts' serve is dug out by Dixon. Walker now back to Dixon. Tipped off the hands of Cheatham. Winners. Tidwell can't get it over. A kill for Dixon makes it 21-19. Schultz and Cox set the check back in for the Lady Cats. Walker and Archer will check out. First serve here. Dug out by Winners. Potts here to Corbin. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Garland. She'll push it over. Dug out by Cheatham. Potts setting up Bennett. That one's in. Off of the hands of Schultz and down. It's 21-20.
Yeah, Schultz was kind of in that spot. Do I try, you know, or let it go? And that's a split-second decision. And
there's maybe 10 feet separating the two, and she
not a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, she hit a blast right there. Law's in the game to serve it up off the top of the net, just out of the reach of Dixon. The ace ties it up at 21. What a first set between these two. Law set to go again. Off of the chest of Dixon. Brazier. Now over to Cox, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Winters. Sophomores, a junior and a freshman. Winters. Potts. Cheatham. That one's in. And we're tied up at 22.
Sometimes they how hard you hit it, just where you
hit
it. Because that's definitely not one of her hard swings, you know.
She stood flat-footed and just put it perfectly. Garland out, Tibbs back in for the Lady Cats, and Corbin back to serve. Dug out by Brazier, and over our broadcast position.
That was in the 5th row behind us.
Yeah, it's a home run.
That was a dinger there.
Yeah, it's deep and not playable. 23-22, the Lady Mustang lead, and Steve Keaton call his first time out of the set. We'll take the break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
23-22 is the Lady Mustang lead over Lawrence County here in the Summertown Smackdown. First set. Corbin back to serve again, long, and we're tied up at 23. Back and forth, punch, counter punch. Match here, between the two so far. Brazier back to serve, Daniel out, Bryce in. Next serve here from Brazier. Dug out by Winters, Potts gets it in the air. Sanderson slaps it over, dug out by Schultz. Brazier here to Dixon. And the Lady Cats now a point away from taking the first set.
Another big swing by Leah, AJ. When she gets as high as she does, she has the options to be able to hit that hit, I think.
And just elevate the way she does. Set point. Brazier back to serve for Lawrence County. Dug out by Cheatham. Potts back to Cheatham. Then we're tied. 24 all, and we're going to need extra points here in the first set between these two rivals. Winters back to serve. Avery, Cheatham, Newton in for Tidwell and Potts. And Newton back to serve. Gets over, dug out by Brazier, but in the front row, an ace. And now the Lady Mustangs at set point. Next serve from Newton. Dug out by Tibbs. Schultz here to Dixon. Long, and the Lady Mustangs take the first set, 26-24 in extra points. They lead at 1-0. Take a short break, and we'll be back for the second set when we return on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back at the Summertown Smackdown, the first set between Lawrence County and Loretto was an absolute thriller. Back and forth they went. At the end of the day, Loretto came out on top 26-24 as we get ready to start the second set. AJ Good here with Malin Fisher. Aiden Burks is our producer, so the stream, if it goes in and out, you know who to blame here at the end of the day. So it's this, that guy. He's wearing, I know my last name is Good, but he has Good on his hat, so that's the guy to blame here. But Malin, that first set was a lot of fun between these two rivals.
Just what we thought it would be. AJ talking before they got out there. You know, two good programs, and, our county is blessed with three good programs in volleyball for sure. And every time those teams meet, it's always a good competition. And I don't look for this one right here, this set, to be any different.
That felt like a October game in Murfreesboro. It absolutely did, the way the momentum swings went back and forth. Loretto will serve it to start things off of Dixon and down. And Potts, after the first game at Mount Pleasant, feels like she's got 30 aces so far here today. Back to serve with a 1-0 lead. Is dug out by Dixon. Passed over to Schultz. Here to Cox. And dug out by Cheatham, who collided with Winters. Sent back over. Cox, Schultz. Here to Dixon. On the back line, and we're tied up at 1. It's about the third or fourth time in this match that Leah has found that back line.
Yeah, she can hit that attack, come back and did it, and she seems like she finds every spot on the floor nobody's at.
Ava Garland back to serve. That one is over, dug out by Winters. Potts here to Corbin, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Cox. Blocked down and in by Bennett. And a 2-1 Loretto lead. Subs coming in. Laws will come in for Bennett. She'll go back and serve. And that is Tibbs coming in for Garland.
That was a good block there by Bennett.
Serve from Laws in the net, and we are tied up at 2. Daniel checks out, Bryce in, and Brazier back to serve. Serve here from Brazier. Goes long, and it is now 3-2 Loretto.
Back-to-back serving.
Yeah.
There is.
It's like yawning. It's contagious sometimes,
It's like when you tell a field goal kicker, hey, you haven't missed one in so long. And, well, then there it goes.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Every
or somebody
time.
been hitting 10 foul shots in a row.
Corbin back to serve. Deflected around, but Brazier gets it over the net. Potts setting up Tidwell. That one is in. Lady Mustangs with a 4-2 lead.
Tidwell needed that after getting a few long in the first set, so I had to feel good for her, I'm sure.
Corbin to serve again, changing up her serving placement. Off the top of the net, on the line, and that will make it 5-2.
It's kind of you're flagging on your side, and all your players look at you. That's a little pressure there.
Well, your daughter's got it on the other end. Corbin. Pop fly. That one's dug out by Dixon. Schultz to Dixon, and look out. A thunderous kill, 5-3. I didn't even see it. That thing happened so fast.
Well, like you said earlier, it's about 10, 15 feet different. That's not even a split second. That is just.
It's, that's what hockey goalies do. They guess from that distance, and at that point, you just got to guess that you're right. How about an ace here for the Lady Cats as Bella Grace Walker comes up and makes it a 1-point game, 5-4.
I guess you just hope it don't hit you in the head. I guess that's the part there after.
Don't take it off the nose, Walker, next serve, and it's a net. 6-4 Loretto's lead. Avery Cheatham and Tate Newton will come in for Potts and Tidwell. Newton back to serve. First one is in for an ace. Walker mishits it there or misjudged it, one or the other. And it's 7-4 Lady Mustangs.
That was a good spot.
Yeah, perfect spot. Next serve from Newton. Dug out by Brazier. Bryce. Here to Archer, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Here to Avery Cheatham. Gets it over. Dug out by Walker. Brazier. And Dixon will get it over. Winters. Newton. Here to Cheatham. Dug out by Tibbs. Walker. Dixon. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Over to Cheatham. Dug out by Tibbs. Here to Brazier. She'll get it over. Winters. Newton. Cheatham again. That time it's in. 8-4 the Lady Mustang lead.
It was a good series there.
Very
both
good
sides.
series.
That's what makes this game so fun.
When it's competitive like that, You hate it when someone loses the point, but it's a lot of fun in the process. Walker here to Dixon. Gets that one over and in. That will make it 8-5. Ava Scott Garland will come in for Tibbs as Dixon will go back to serve. Gets it over, dug out by Cheatham. Newton here to Avery Cheatham. Blocked. And Winters, Newton gets it over but long, and that makes it 8-6.
Honestly think that was probably one of those 4 hits.
Yeah.
I don't know that never got over.
It's so hard to judge. It's such a rapid fire 50.
So many hands and stuff at the net.
Dixon to serve again. Dug out by Cheatham. Newton back to Cheatham. Blocked. Winters in the air. Newton. And Cheatham will get it over the net. Dixon. Walker slaps it over. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Here to Avery Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier. Walker. Dixon does get it over. Dug out by Cheatham. Newton. Here to Sanderson. And was tipped. Lawrence County was in the net. Either way you look at it, Loretto makes it a 9-6 game. Bennett will check in for loss. Surratt will come in as well. She will check in for Cheatham. Anna Kate Cheatham, that is.
Surratt had a good serving.
Yeah.
In that first game against Mount Pleasant.
At least half a dozen aces. Her serve here goes long.
We just
9-7.
Well, it was nice to get to call some of Loretto's games this year.
Back on one serve. Back to serve is Annie Lloyd.
Nice serve.
Newton here to Sanderson tip. Dug out by Lloyd. And just can't get out of the way of Walker. Falls in. It's 10-7 Loretto. 25 minutes left here in the match, and if it goes the way the first set did, we might eat up every single second
I agree.
of that.
I don't see it being any different.
Winters back to serve. On the back line, another ace. And some more back line miscommunication for the Lady Cats. It's 11-7.
You know, those serves come over and do that dive. You don't have much time to decide.
Placed perfectly, deflected into the third row. And it's now 11-8. Schultz, Cox will check in as Walker and Archer head in. Daniel into the game as well for the Lady Cats for Bryce. J.C. Schultz is served, dug out by Winters. Newton setting up Bennett. And Lawrence County in the net again. That's Daniel. It's now 12-8.
I don't know which one that time.
The way Destiny reacted, that's what makes me think it was her.
I don't think she was denying it.
No. She's not selling it good if it wasn't her.
Yes, for sure.
Potts and Tidwell back in. Potts is served. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. And miscommunication between Tibbs and Dixon. It's now 13-8.
A little more miscommunication this time for the Lady Cats, AJ, they didn't have the last set.
That's a sign of a young team here.
Yes, that's it.
Learning to play with each other. Schultz is served. Dug out by Tibbs. Schultz, what a great job, but they are going to call a double hit carry there. It's now 14-8.
I don't say
that. 6-point lead, I believe the largest for either side so far in this match. Potts is served, dug out by Dixon. Schultz, here to Garland. Blocked, dug out by Dixon. Brazier will get it back over. Surratt. And Garland with the block on the other side. The Lady Cats come away at the point. 14-9. As Garland will go back and serve. That certainly looked awkward.
Yeah. That's a little slow motion.
Yeah. Dug out by Surratt. Potts over to Bennett. Can't be saved by Brazier. Nice kill from Bennett. It's funny seeing all these girls in sweatshirts because it dropped below 90 degrees. Schultz here to Dixon, and wow. Absolute blast, and that will make it 15-10. Brazier in for Daniel. Quickly placed, 16-10. Sanderson comes in for Winters. Corbin back to serve. In the net. We'll make it 16-11. As Winters will check back in. Archer and Walker in for Cox and Schultz. Walker serve.
She missed a few of those earlier in the other game, so that's 2 swings this time. She got both of them down.
Newton and Avery Cheatham in. Potts and Tidwell out. Seeing her first action for Tibbs for the Lady Cats will be Vinci Nidengasis. Is that how you say it?
I'm going with you on that, brother.
Dug out by Winters. Newton here to Cheatham and in. 18-11. And a timeout called by Steve Keaton, his first of the set. We'll take the break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Back at the Summertown Smackdown, Lawrence County's used their first time out here in the second set. So trail Loretto 18-11. AJ Good with Malin Fisher. Hayden Burks our producer. Tate Newton back to serve off the net. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Dixon. Deflected and wide. Dixon will pick up the kill. Makes it 18-12. There's a good block there by Cheatham. Just could not keep it in between the lines. Next serve here from Dixon in the net. 19-12.
Well, we got a little bit of discrepancy. We got 19 and the scoreboard is
yeah. It happens.
I'm going to say our producer he's on top of it over here.
Yeah, I'd say he is. As Cheatham serves in the net, 19-13.
There again, AJ, another back-to-back serving.
It's wild. And it's by your better servers too. It's weird how that is working out today.
I think we've seen more in this game. I don't know if it's just the emotions or what. More serving errors in this match, and even the prior match, Loretto and Lawrenceburg, than all the Mount Pleasant game.
Lloyd to serve and make it 3 in a row.
You know, it's twice in this in these matches against these two teams. We've had 3 serving errors back to back.
Brazier will come back in for Lloyd. It's a 7-point lead as the Lady Mustangs go stretch. Winner serve, dug out by Dixon. Brazier here to Daniel. And that deflects around. Bennett gets in the air. Winters gets it over the net. Dixon. Walker here to Garland. Tipped over, dug out by Corbin. Newton over to Bennett. Dug out by Walker. Dixon. Daniel can't get it over. Miss hit. It's an 8-point lead. This is where you see that experience from Loretto really start to take over. They're not making the same mistakes that Lawrence County is making at this point. Brazier digs it out. Walker here to Dixon. Gets it over. Dug out by Winters. Newton here to Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier. Walker. Garland over. Dug out by Winters. Newton here to Corbin. blocked right back to Loretto winners. Newton here to Avery Cheatham. Dug out by Brazier. Walker pushes it over. Didn't hit it good. Winners. Newton. Corbin slapped over. Dug out by Brazier. Dixon over to Garland in the net. 22-13.
There's another good volley there of the series.
Next serve here from Winners. On the back line, it is 23-13. J.C. Schultz now coming in for Archer. Digs it out. Schultz here to Dixon. Punches it over. Dug out by Newton. Winners. Here to Bennett. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Garland. Mishits it. I thought she did. Nick Quillen
well, from our point of view, she hit it twice, but yeah.
Nick Quillen on the other side. It's like, that's 10. That was 10.
Well, I thought she did.
Out by Brazier. Walker. Dixon. Daniel gets that one down and in. 24-14.
I did some softball games this past season, and several people walked on the third ball.
Yep.
You know, so hey, anything's possible.
We've had some teams punt on third down too. Garland, Schultz, and Dixon hits a long. And scoreboard says 24 here, so we'll just, yeah. Good call, Hayden. We have 25-14. They have 24-14.
We're unofficially official.
Yeah, we're unofficial. Yeah.
Yeah, we're unofficially, right?
But it's amazing in volleyball how many times we've been right on that. Or at least how coaches have told me we've been right. Potts and Tidwell back in. Potts back to serve. Set point. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz over. Dug out by Cheatham. Winners. Over to Bennett. And can't be handled. And that one is official. So good showing by the Lady Mustangs as they take the second set. 25-14, the Varsity takes a 2-0 win over Lawrence County. We will take a couple minute break here while the JVs get up and loose, and when we return, it'll be the JV's turn between the Lady Mustangs and the Lady Cats.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Well, it's time for the JV's turn after the varsity for Loretto defeated the Lady Cats of Lawrence County 2-0, 26-24 and 25-14. Annie Loy back to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. And that one just a bit long. Lady Mustangs on the lead at 1-0. Try to catch up on these names as fast as we can. Back to serve. Brooklyn McCrae here for Loretto. Actually, it will be Shayna Fisher.
I think we got a little confusion there.
Yeah. That's a JV game for you.
That's right.
It happens. Under 10 minutes left here in the match. That serve pinballs around. And can't be saved by Collins Newton. Falls in another ace. Fisher back to serve. That is dug out by Harshberger. Rudy. And a good job. Setting that one in by Niedergasis. It's 2-1. And back to serve is Rudy.
Both these squads, AJ's got a bright future ahead of them.
Yep. McCrae and setting up Johnson. Now that's Newton. Tips that one over and in, and we're tied up at 2. Two all here as we hit the 8:30 mark with Rudy back to serve again. Over to Robertson. That is dug out by Harshberger. Rudy. And that one's tipped over by Littrell. Saved by Johnson. And Robertson can't get it over. And the Lady Cats take the lead on a 3-0 run. They shot a 3, Hayden. That's what they did.
Yeah. From downtown, look like.
Yeah, I'm all over the sports here today. Rudy served, dug out by Pusser. McCrae. Over to Johnson again.
Can't start too early, AJ.
Yeah.
I mean, getting all these.
Now they're gonna bleed into each other anyways. They always do.
If you wait till one starts, you're done too late. So.
That's right. Before you know it, the way we're expanding, we're going to be doing hockey, so I got to get used to that at some point. Lloyd digs that one out. Rudy. Newton gets it over, and Pusser can't save it. Lady Cats now on a 5-0 run as they lead at 5-2. The next serve here from Rudy. Dug out by Pusser. McCrae slaps it over. Dug out by Niedergasis. Lloyd. She gets that one over. Saved by McCrae. In the air is Goodwin. And pushed over is Sharp. Rudy. And Newton does get it over. Johnson in the air. And the steroids right there. 6-2 the lead as we hit the 6:25 mark. Rudy serve, a pop fly that didn't leave the infield. Hits the net. It's 6-3.
She's done that every time, and just was clearing over.
It's like a knuckleball, but that time it just didn't knuckle. Back to serve is Taylor Reedy here for Loretto. Off the top of the net and in for an ace. Whoa. Play on, you can see the ball.
Forgot to pay the power bill here on the side we're on, AJ.
That or
I think
someone hit a switch somewhere.
Let's go and keep playing.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, someone hit a switch. These dastardly kids,
Yeah, it's a little excitement to it, not being able to see,
Yeah. Reedy back to serve again, trailing by 2. Dug out by Harshberger. Rudy setting up Newton. And that one is wide. 6-5.
It's a good swing there.
Yeah.
You like to see that even. It didn't miss by much,
Right.
so.
Serve from Reedy, and that time didn't get the benefit of the tape. Goes back, and the lead back out to 2 again. 2 new Lady Cats checking in, Chloe Johnson and Ashley Lobb. Nita back to serve, dug out by Pusser. McCray over to Sharp, finds the back line, 7-6. Under 4:30 left to play. Checking in for the Lady Mustangs, Aubrey Cotton. And the lights go out again.
They'll come back on. That's that reset.
Yeah. There you go. You can
They're
tell you can tell one of us on this call works for Lawrence County Schools.
Yeah. I've been to enough, Loretto games and different games at different gyms over the years. And I don't get that, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It happens at the route.
A lot of times, AJ, my phone don't ring for my opinion. So.
Well, that goes for a lot of Lawrence County employees. 9-6 here is the Lady Cat lead. Serve here from Cotton. And, almost Hayden almost took out Nick's iPad there.
He got hit earlier. One time. I've seen one time
yeah.
tonight. He didn't take it.
Coach
Quillen, do we want to see your iPad get taken out? We just want to see it taken out, I guess.
The Vegas odds are at least 5 a game, but we're on the under tonight. Serve from Pusser. That deflects down and in for the ace, and a 1-point Lady Cat lead. Carly Van Pelt is checked in for the Lady Cats as well. I've always wondered why it's like a technical glitch with the lights, or is there something in the
how
wiring?
They'll come on and then they'll
go jump. I call it the ghost of the Ralph every time it happens at Lawrence County.
A good serve there by
another
Delaney.
good one. It's a 9-all match here. 2:30 left to play. It's dug out by Van Pelt over to Johnson. Rudy will get that Pusser. Sharp and sent over by Cotton. Dug
Good
out
recovery
by
there.
Bryce. Rudy back to Bryce, dug out by Cotton. Sharp. And over the net, just a bit too strong by Ward, and the Lake Cats retake the lead, 10-9. So many new faces on both sides.
It's all freshmen on the Loretto side. No.
Looks like all freshmen on the Lawrence County side as well. Ward's killed, dug out by Van Pelt. Harshberger from the Nightingale. That's over. And can't be saved. 11-9, the Lady Cats lead. Minute 35 left. Here to Cotton.
Good swing by Aubrey.
Littrell. Over to Lopp, who got it over. Reedy over to Ward. Pop fly over the net, dug out by Van Pelt. Littrell. Bryce will slap it over. Sharp here to Fisher, and in the net will make it 12-9.
Fisher's going to work on that approach a little bit there, AJ.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll hear about it in the car on the way back. Littrell gets this one over the net, dug out by Pusser. Reedy just out of the reach of Fisher. And it's 13-9 as we are about to hit the 30-second mark here. Littrell back quickly to serve.
I think it might be our last.
Yeah, might be the last one. Hits it over. Dug out by Fisher. And an ace. It's at 14-9. Now they got time for one more. Lady Cats on a 5-0 run here. 10 seconds left. Final point. Dug out by Reedy. Fisher. Over to Ward, who gets it over. Diving save by Nightingale. Littrell And Lupp hits it off the antenna. And the Lady Cats take the third set, 14-10. So Malin, a very entertaining game here, especially in the first set between these two, and certainly going to make everyone very anxious for week number one and opening night between these two rivals.
I agree, AJ. I think that's going to be a good matchup. I think Lawrence County will go back to work on some things they need to work on, and I look forward to that matchup. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the schedule for tomorrow. So Loretto will be back in action against Central at 8:30 in the morning. Then they'll play Summertown at 11 and close out the day against Spring Hill. Lawrence County has Forest at 4 o'clock, Summertown at 6:30, and Eagleville at 7:30. So that, plus Summertown, very busy tomorrow. I think they play it every time of day at some point tomorrow. So for Malin Fisher and Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good. We will see you.